Slough Town are massive everywhere they go. Slough Town are massive everywhere they go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome your host for today, Mr. Y. Callum.
Hello, my name's Y. Callum and welcome back to another episode of Bill Slough. You might have noticed, but actually, I'm not really speaking. This is all dubbed. I've got you. You've been pranked. You've been absolutely pranked. You've been so pranked. I can't believe how pranked you've been. Anyway, welcome back. I apologise for that early pranking, but let's go down in the corner and let's see more of what is going on with Bill Slough at the moment. Get rid of that border. Sorry, get rid of it. Thank you. We're currently sat 7th in the division after 7 games, which is beautifully number alliterative. Is that a thing? We've brought in a new player called Steve Gennardu, a new goalkeeper, to rival Dylan O'Day. Only 2 games for us so far, 3 conceded. He's all right. I don't know. We're struggling for keeper options, if I'm being honest. The next one's more exciting, and that is Antonio D'Itaville. What a player. What a man. What a hero. He signed him for 50k, scored 3 goals in 3 games. Would you like to see those 3 goals in 3 games? Well, it would be nice, wouldn't it? But first, let's find out how we've gone on. So there are the games that you haven't seen yet. Couple of losses, 4 wins. It's all Daisy Dairy. What? King, if he can find him, he crosses it towards Antonio D'Itaville. Yes, come on! Antonio D'Itaville scores his first goal of the season and his first goal for Slough. Yes, we are. Adjamang's done really well there. Kofi into Tommy Wingate. Tommy Wingate comes forward. Can he get the ball across to D'Itaville? He can! Get in there! Antonio D'Itaville. It's his 2nd goal of the season for us. It says 7th because he's already scored 5 for Gateshead. Hunter. Denton. Ogbene, we're building. Danny Imre, he's not got Cargbo to aim at, but he has got Antonio D'Itaville! It's a 2nd for him. It's a brilliant ball from Imre, and it's a great header from Antonio. He makes it 5-2. Oh, I'm relieved. We've got a goal scorer again. We've had a long period of just having Cargbo, Wingate and Chrissy Tipple. So naturally, with the excitement for Antonio D'Itaville at fever pitch, he announced that he was going to go and play St. Lucia for 4 games, which is really helpful. But he's not gone yet, and we play Peterborough away from home in the first fixture of today's video. And it was a solid start for Slough. After 4 minutes, a long ball play McDonald was met by Antonio D'Itaville, who smashed it home with his left foot. A brilliant finish. He is so exciting. We desperately needed a striker, as I said on some of those clips, but he just looks clinical in front of goal. McDonald with the ball over the top. D'Itaville had the pace to get there, took a good first touch, and the second touch was even better, off the keeper and into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Then, only 2 minutes later, Briley played it into Jimmo, who was felled by the defender ruthlessly. Then Mickey McDonald stepped up to... Oh. It's one of the worst rebound misses I've ever seen on FM. Playing a 1-2 with the post was a bold move that did not work for Mickey, the Mohawk McDonald. But Mickey was involved again, as he so often is. He's been brilliant this season, if I'm honest. Skipped away from his man, played it back to Oliver, Adjamang into McDonald, and D'Itaville was there again to score with his right this time, smashing it past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0 and to give us quite a comfortable lead as well. It was a bit of a mess in the penalty box, but in the end, the Mohawk managed to give it into Oliver, who played the short pass to Adjamang, who played it back to McDonald, and D'Itaville's right-footed first-time strike was that of a seasoned pro. Unfortunately, Peterborough fancied getting into the game. Gennardu didn't shine himself in glory there in the first time you've seen him. Briley then picked up the ball halfway through the second half, drove, and D'Itaville made it 3-2. Can you believe it? A hat-trick in his first video appearance. Williams was played through and did bury it to make it 3-2, but it was all over anyway. Final score, 3-2. Hello, I'm down here and I'm dressed for business now. I mean, you mustn't know whether you're coming or going. I've been pranking you, I've been showing you highlights packages, and now I'm going to show you a game. What is going on? I don't know. The format's completely gone, hasn't it? I haven't got a clue what's going on. Anyway, also, we're 4th. What is going on? Like, there's a lot of questions here. Mainly what is going on, because that is the one I've mentioned, I think, on 3 occasions now. 4th in the division, 15 points on the board, and we're about to play another game of football. Before we play this football game that we've heard so much about, there's a striker here called Owen Morris. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking exactly the same as me. This 6'6" young man from the Isle of, hold on, Hullbridge. Yes, it's not an island really. It's just a place just outside of London. Doesn't qualify for the Slough region, which is so frustrating. Basically, if you look at the map there, he's underneath the badge in effect. That is where Hullbridge is. He is the second coming of Hamzad Kargbo. At 23 years old, he's fantastic. His jumping reach is good. His heading is okay. His long shots, his dribbling, his finishing's okay. He's very Hamzad Kargbo-esque, almost with just that little bit more. And at 23, I'm desperate to sign him. I want him so much. But we can't. We can't sign him because he's outside the region and we've got 3 Slough players. Now, here's a conundrum for you. Number 1, do we sign him and put him in our under-21s? Number 2, do we sign him and put one of the others in our under-21s? Briley, Ogbenea or Sam Sills? Or number 3, do we break the rules? So Chesterfield, 23rd in the division, are taking on the form side in League One in Slough Town. We've made a couple of changes. Dylan O'Day coming back into the goal for us. David Oliver has replaced the man gone on international duty, Antonio Di Taville. Man, I love him. I love him so much. But other than that, we are unchanged. It's mad. After the start of the season, I really thought we'd be down in a relegation battle. We've done really well here. And luckily, Mick McLean's goal is irrelevant. It's offside. We can continue talking. I thought after the start we might be in a bit of a trouble with regards to old Mr. Relegation. And yet here we come again, a few games later, and suddenly we're up in the playoff positions where everyone truly loves Slough, in the playoff positions. So who knows what this season brings as it crosses in and it's over Dylan's bar there. It is mainly Chesterfield here. A little bit worried. Maybe we are going down. And a chance finally for Slough as Briley throws it into Jimmo there. Off to Sammy Sills. Sills skips away, shoots, and Sam Sills, what is going on with my voice, has scored. It's a lovely goal. One of the men who we said we could debate dropping into the under-21s, he said, excuse me, don't do that please. I'm going to kill this one right into the bottom corner. It's very specific when he said it. And Sammy Sills skipped away from his man, and it is a genuinely lovely finish past Oluwayemi, which is fun to say. Hopefully you say it more because of more goals. Dylan O'Day will now take this short goal kick to Kessie Denton, off to Adjaman. It's a really poor bit of football there. Moore skips away from Mason Hunton. Why is everyone skipping nowadays? I've only got one word, it would seem. It's blocked, it's blocked, it's blocked, it's blocked. Let's just pretend it's still blocked. It's 1-1. Oh, bottom. Oh, I've just said bottom on the internet. It's an absolute disaster. I don't know what's happened here. Mason Hunter's turned too easily by Moore. Moore then plays it back into the middle, into Gray. Initially, it's blocked by Briley. Then it's blocked again. And then McLean, at the third chance of asking, puts it into the back of the net and taps his head, which is outrageous because he didn't even head it. Nothing like a game against 23rd to bring you back down to earth, is there? Oh, my word. He's hit the bar. I thought we were about to concede again as Dylan O'Day went flying. Maybe Dylan O'Day isn't the answer. Maybe we do stick with Gennady. The big man is coming on at half-time for Tommy Wingate. Wingate's been in good form, but really shouldn't be a starter for us in League One, I don't think. So getting Hamzad back in the team now, which will be interesting to see how he plays. Mason Hunter now with a nice bit of possession here for Slough. Adjaman comes down this right-hand side. Kofi Adjaman, our money signing, crosses towards Hamzad. It's off the line, and Adjaman picks this back up, crosses again towards Hamzad, and it's headed away. It's a big chance, and we're unfortunate not to go 2-1 up there. Kofi Adjaman now with this corner into the front post. It's headed on, is it? No, it's headed away. Sam Sills picked this back up into Adjaman, crosses it back in. It's cleared away by Humphreys. It's a dangerous ball by Kofi, but to no avail. I'm getting a bit too big for my boots. I've gone attacking here in the 57th minute away from home at Chesterfield, but I just feel like we should win every division now because we're that good. As Williams skips away and what scores? Why do I say things out loud? I feel like sometimes I'm a fool. Corner here for Kofi Adjaman into the front post. Stockbridge flicks it on. Oh, Oliver, how has he not scored? I'm really concerned that Oliver's going to become a striker who is another flop, if I'm honest with you. He has got a goal to his name, but it just hasn't looked overly convincing so far. As Jimmo knocks over to Kofi Adjaman now. Adjaman drives toward down this right side and he shoots. It's harmless. It's over the bar. And the Chesterfield fans will jeer him for that one. Final roll of the dice with Yaku Traore and Danny Imre coming off the bench here. Imre so often the provider of goals. But it's been a really poor performance, this one, a disappointing second game within this video as the time ticks away. That is such a disappointing loss as we lose 2-1 to Chesterfield. I mean, the 23rd in the division, if we've got any hopes of going up, we've got to be winning games like that. Naturally, DTVille's scoring on international duty now, scoring in a 2-5 loss to Haiti, but a goal's a goal. I miss him so much. He's one player of the month as well, 6 goals in 3 games. To be clear, they weren't all for us, some were for Gateshead, but congratulations, Antonio. And he's dedicated the award to me. Stop it! Stop it! Now we've got 4 players on international duty. DTVille, Cargbo, Mathunzi and Yaku Traore. We need them here. I don't know what's going on, but DTVille's got another goal on international duty, scoring this time against SMA, who I believe, I don't know who they are. Of course, SMA are Saint Martin. I should have known. I should have known. Well, because of all the international duty issues that we've got and a couple of slight knocks, for the first time in the save, we are playing a libero! Sammy Sills is playing a libero. I don't know why I'm doing it. You know what? It's a game. Let's have some fun. We're taking on that Swindon lot as Lennon gets an early corner in and it's in past Steve Gennard, who I've rotated a day out because I didn't think he looked great. But within a minute, I mean, should Gennardi do better here? Potentially. I think he gets a hand to it, doesn't he? From the near post corner, he does. He gets 2 hands to it. It's poor goalkeeping by Steve. Turns out we've got 2 bad goalkeepers, not just one now. This is the second highlight of the game. Unbelievable. The first one was in the first minute and it was a goal. The second one is in the 45th minute. Ajamang now. All the way back to Hunter. McDonald shoots! Oh, it's a great effort and it's saved by Igwe. One thing to note, Igwe's got a 7-point-something rating, so we're obviously having a go. We're just not seeing them because it's key highlights. I much prefer extended highlights, I must admit, as Gordon brings it forward in the beautiful all-purple strip for Swindon. Obviously, as a Slough man, I can't possibly talk about that with regards to the office, but the Swindon lot have got a nice away kit. Also worth noticing, Mickey Sticky on the bench for Swindon, 300 grand, and he doesn't even start. Briley's had a really bad first half, so we're going to take him off on a 6 rating and bring on David Barley. They're basically the same name, so no one will notice, I don't think, as Ajamang plays it around here with Mason Hunter. Give it to the libero, McDonald. Give it to the libero. Ah, boo. Gets it back to Gennardi. There's Denton. Where even is? There he is. Oh, great libero pass. This has made this move. McDonald now into stopper. Shoots. Good save from Igwe again. That was all about the libero. I think we can all agree with that. Magnificent liberoing there by Sam Sills as Barley now takes his corner into the libero. Barley to the back post. It's Igwe claims completely unchallenged. I miss Cargbo. I miss DTVille. I miss everyone. I've taken Oliver off again. I've got very little patience with strikers. If they're not doing anything, I just hook them immediately. And I feel like that's something, you know, it's a good lesson for life, really. And to be clear, it's a metaphorical hook. It's not a literal hook. I'm not a pirate. There's a chance. This has been an awful game of football to watch, I'll be honest with you. As Ogbenet gives it off to Tommy Wingate, please, give us something late. Tommy crosses towards Jaden Raymond. Tipple tries to get there. Barley will pick this up. David Barley gives it into Musa Jimmo, please. Crosses it. Danny Imre. A ball! Referee! It's a penalty! It's been given! Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be Cassie Denton, is it? It looks like he's the man coming forward. Here he is, Cassie Denton. Please, Cassie. Please. Come on, it's Cassie Denton in the 93rd minute against the Swindon lot. Could he do it? Cassie Denton? Yes! Come on! He buries it, of course he does. Sends the keeper the wrong way. There was a goal in the first minute of the game and there's been a goal in the last minute of the game. It's a brilliant penalty. And Mickey McDonald's missed his last couple of pens, so it will be back to Kessie Denton for penalty duties, and he has saved us a point, it would seem. I feel like we're the much better side there, and we're lucky to get a point, bizarrely, but we take it all the way to the bank. Do you store points in the bank? I don't really know. I hope you enjoyed today's video. You know, everything's happened. I hope you have recovered from the pranking, because, I mean, that was pranked to the highest degree. If you have made it all the way to the end of this part, just put, I've been pranked. I mean, you've been pranked. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's been a weird one. You've been introduced to potentially a new save legend. You've also seen a few goals. You've seen us lose a game. You've seen us draw a game. You've seen it all. The highs, the lows, and the lows. I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love. What have I done this? You've been pranked. I'm turning. I need to stop. I'm never stopping. I've stopped. Goodbye.